Coming into round 26 on the schedule. 11 races to go. After this one, we will have 10 races in the championship. Jesse Turner, 2 races in a row. He has fought back over adversity. Started dead last at Darlington. No caution flags the entire event, and he drove his way to the front and won Darlington. It was a big win for him. It was his 10th career victory. And at New Hampshire, blew a tire from the pole on lap 1 and went 1 lap down, fought back near the end of the race, got back on the lead lap, and finished inside the top 10. He's only 34 points ahead of Dom Capps, which is still a big margin when you come to think about it. Many times for this last 2 races, Capps, Mace, second and third in the championship, were so close to being able to gain massive points, and at one point at New Hampshire, Capps was the new point leader, and well, Turner still holds a massive point lead. When I say massive, it's about a race over Dom Capps. Nick Mace still back about a race and a half in points. Everyone else still over 2.5, about 3 races back in the championship. Dajon Weeks winning his 3rd race in the last 6 races. Weeks has been on a roll for Yamp Motorsports and has been a rising star in the series. He starts 3rd behind the 2 title rivals, Capps and Turner, on the front row. 1st and 2nd in the championship. Coming in here, guns blazing for the win at Las Vegas. It should be an exciting one. Curtis with a great qualifying run, also in 4th. Charles Sanford, a good run in 5th. Those are the runs in qualifying. Casey Lester this week came out that he will not be returning to Horizon Group in 2019, even though the team had already signed plans for 2019. A plan fell through, and Lester plans to not be returning. Who will be in the 77 ride? We'll have to figure out in the upcoming weeks, but all our attention is on the front of the field as Capps and Turner will lead us down. The last couple of races, Jesse Turner has persevered and showed solid runs. In a championship run, you have to face Turner looking for his 2nd championship. Capps and Mace both looking for his 2nd championship. They're going to have to find something on Turner in this race. Top 2 in the championship, leading us down here at Las Vegas. 200 miles, we're racing. Down the back straightaway for the first time tonight. Weeks gets a run on Dom Capps. Weeks has won 3 out of the last 6 races, and those were the first 3 wins of his career. Weeks goes by the title rivals, who has moved in the top 5 of the championship recently with his good runs. Weeks in the 38 goes to the front and leads the first lap. As the field starts to spread out early on, battle for 10th. Dylan Young, Matthew Rodriguez. Rodriguez sporting the Scots colors for this race weekend. O'Reilly for Dylan Young. Jeffrey Lynn's also in the battle right there. John Art has worked his way up a few positions, bringing Jeffrey Fenguy. These guys been racing pretty hard in the last couple of laps for this 10th position. Rodriguez trying to edge out in front. The top side has been a pretty good line to be in for this race weekend. Been able to hold off drivers on the inside. Rodriguez gets that position. Jeffrey Lynn trying to follow him through. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it because here comes Young shooting off the high side. Going to hold on to the 11th spot. Rodriguez up into the top 10. Battle for the 3rd position is ongoing. Jesse Turner, who lost a couple of positions on the start of the race. He dropped from 2nd a few spots down. He's in 4th, looking for 3rd on Charles Sanford. Looks as though he's going to be able to get the position here. Moving his way up the order, DJ Curtis trying to follow him through, but can't quite get there. Sanford slides back into 4th. Battle for 2nd, fixing to heat up. Jesse Turner has worked his way into 3rd, looking to get by Dom Capps for 2nd. This is where the championship points mean a lot. And currently, Capps is gaining a point, but he looks as though now he's going to be losing a point as Turner gets to the inside of the 6th Ford. Going to go to the inside. Here comes Charles Sanford trying to get to the inside. Oh, he bobbled a little bit. Sanford got really loose entering the corner. He had to get out of the gas. Sanford can't make anything of that. Stays right there in 4th, but Capps losing a point to Jesse Turner right now. Here comes Curtis trying to rebound on Sanford, bobbling, but he can't get underneath the 24. Curtis will stay in 5th. But up front, Dajon Weeks has been pulling the gap and has led pretty much all the laps so far. Looks to be a battle for the 8th position. Casey Lester qualified 11th. Made Q3, was very, very good in qualifying. He's showing pretty good speed here. Big news for him come in pre-race that we talked about. He will not be returning for 2019. This is his first and only season that he's going to be driving for the Sony Cup Series in the Sony Cup Series for Horizon Group. Loses a position to Ryan Griffin. Jesse Turner has ran down Dajon Weeks. He's got a pretty fast car. Weeks looks like he's got a chance to win his 4th Sony Cup Series race in the last 7 races. Not many drivers in the series actually wins 5 or more races. There's a big battle back there for position. Charles Sanford trying to go up the middle of the lap car, and he takes the 3rd position. Great overtake on the outside of Dom Capps. He kind of used Stephen Pollard III as a way to get by Dom Capps. Here comes Stephen Jenkins. Going to try and use Pollard III as a way to get by of DJ Curtis. Pollard III gets in the way a little bit. Curtis slides back into 5th. Move Jenkins up to 4th. And here comes Capps trying to come back at him. Actually, Jenkins moved back down to 6th, I believe. Capps can't make anything of Sanford there. But Weeks has been on a roll recently. He's been just clicking off win after win after win. And he's looking to get another win. Giant Motorsports and Dajon Weeks have really hit on something in the last couple of weeks. On board Charles Sanford, you're going to see this move for 3rd place takeover. Capps went the inside of Pollard III. Sanford dives to this corner panel, trying to get a side draft almost. And he just kind of gassed it up in the middle of the corner and gets that 3rd position. And for the 5th time this season, Hayden Klein, and for the 2nd weekend in a row, Hayden Klein has blown the motor, and he spins out in his own oil. Don't know if the caution flag's going to be out for that, but Hayden Klein the last couple of weeks, and especially all year, has had problems with the engines. You see the gap from 1st, 2nd, back to 3rd. Sanford still holding 3rd. Jenkins giving Capps a little run for his money, but up towards the front, the leaders, 1st and 2nd, Weeks and Turner have pulled the gap on Sanford, Capps, Jenkins. Right now, the 2 Fords leading the way at Las Vegas, but it's been Weeks ever since the green flag. And looking for another position back here. These drivers have lost touch for about the top 6 drivers. This is for 7th. Griffin from 8th, making a pass on Bassinger. Came very close to New Hampshire to get in a win. Griffin up another position in the 7th. Capps trying to get the 3rd position back from Charles Sanford. Sanford took that spot with a good overtake on the outside, but Capps looking to working for that position to get back at him. The 3 guys right here battling for 3rd. 4 guys actually battling for this 3rd position. Sanford holding off Capps on the outside. And here comes Jenkins trying to take it back. Jenkins trying to take 4th on the outside. Good hard racing. Curtis is there if any mistake happens. Jenkins trying to ride the high side like Sanford did to get that position. Gonna try and get the run off the corner. And instead of Capps gaining position, he actually loses one. And Capps moves back down into the 5th position. Jenkins up to 4th. Sanford holding on to 3rd. But way out front, the leaders gaining about nearly a whole straightaway on 3rd. And it's Weeks leading the way and has led all 49 laps so far. We could be getting a battle for the lead here shortly. Turner is as close as he's ever been to Weeks on his back bumper, actually bumping him down into turn 1. Turner getting a little rough. He wants to get that position, but man, they both bobble off the corner. Thought they were going to run to the back of Hannah Allen for a second. Allen, the last car on the lead lap in the 34th position. Weeks trying to hold on to Turner. Man, Dajon Weeks has drove a flawless race, but he's going to have to continue to be flawless at this point with Turner on his heels right now. Turner looking for any way to get by, but he's going to have to follow Weeks for now because they're trying to get by the lap car. They got some clean air until they get to Jordan Davis by about a straightaway ahead. Davis had to start out back to a grid penalty from New Hampshire. He's not really made his way up through the order as much as I thought he would. But Weeks and Turner continue to race for this lead. Pit stops are underway. Jesse Turner in the 17 Ford is on pit road and the caution flag is out. Caution is out. I don't know how this is going to affect the race. Dajon Weeks stayed out. Oh, there he is. He's crashed. Dajon Weeks has crashed with the lap car and possibly the reason for this yellow flag. Here's what brought out the yellow. Stephen Pollard III tried to get the apron to come to pit road, got spun off Matt DeLeo's bumper, and around he went, and Dajon Weeks gets him and gets wrecked, and Hannah Allen got to get on the brakes and ran in the back of Dajon Weeks. Weeks is out of the running. Well, coming back to the green, that caution flag was not what a lot of drivers wanted to see. Jesse Turner is on the tail end of the lead lap along with a bunch of others. 14th on down, Turner, Brock, Burton, Curtis, Lester, Harple, Hernandez, DeLeo, Pasco, Finguy, Smith, Jones, Hoffman, Allen, Davidson, Acosta, Pierre Calise, Crash are all on the tail end of the lead lap. Your leader is Dom Capps in the 6th Ford. He's way back here now. He leads his teammate Ryan Griffin, Jesse Turner, Stephen Jenkins, Jake Bassinger, Nick Mace, Matthew Rodriguez, Charles Sanford, Jeffrey Lynn, Dylan Young, John Arndt, PJ Williams, Cody Lamas, and Carson Scott. All the lap cars in the way. Ryan Griffin getting to the inside, getting aggressive on this restart. On the inside of Nick Piericles, he's trying to get to his teammate. Can't quite get there. Dom Capps, this is a door opening for him. With that caution coming out, it played perfect. Played into the palm of his hands. Jesse Turner comes down. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. 14th on the grid right now. Turner needs a caution, or he's going to have to run his little heart out to catch the tail end of that pack and catch the drivers that started on the grid right back here in the pack. Further up, though, Bassinger getting to run the outside. Look at this run by Bassinger. Bassinger is side by side with Dom Capps. Nick Mace is clawing his way to the front. He's in the 4th, looking for 3rd on Griffin. But Capps going way low. Oh, that's a really shallow entry to the inside. But nonetheless, it pays off for him. Bassinger making contact a little bit with Davidson. Some hard racing for the drivers back in this pack, trying to cut clear of all the lap cars. 3 wide for Dom Capps. Nick Mace, what a run for him. Getting the inside of Jake Bassinger on the corner panel of him, using Andreas Allen as a way to get underneath of him. Door to door, look at him fanning out into turn 3. Bunch of lap cars in the way. Nick Mace has moved his way into 2nd. Here comes Jeffrey Lynn. I think he's on the lead lap in the 44 Dodge. Yes, he is. Going by Jake Bassinger. Matthew Rodriguez is there as well. But Nick Mace is on the back bumper of Dom Capps. The 2nd and 3rd in the championship. Looking for a way to get a win here at Las Vegas. Mace riding the high side, but it's going to get held up by Bobby Jones and needing to duck back down to the bottom. Bassinger losing some positions. Stephen Jenkins underneath of him back there. But Capps going to need to find a way past these drivers, Acosta and Sidner. Mace gets a good run through the middle of the corner. This restart means everything. It's been hard to pass on this racetrack whenever we get a long green flag run in. And Mace knows this. He's won here 4 times. Looking for a 5th Las Vegas victory. On the back bumper. Right now, they are gaining a good bit of points on Turner, even though Turner's 14th. But in the last couple of races, we've learned not to count out that 17 crew. Turner is pulling the gap on the entire field that he restarted with, and Turner is trying to charge back onto the lead lap. He's already on the lead lap, but he's trying to charge back into contention to get into the top 10. Dom Capps and Nick Mace have to take this race as an opportunity to try and gain points on Jesse Turner. They're the last 2 drivers that are realistically right there in a striking distance on Jesse Turner to win this championship. And Turner for the 3rd race in a row. Here comes Nick Mace to the inside. 3rd race in a row for Jesse Turner that he has to overcome adversity in a race. And he could possibly do so, but Mace not playing around, getting the lead from Dom Capps here. That's a bonus point for Nick Mace in the championship. Side by side for the race lead, Nick Mace looking for his 31st career win and 5th win at Las Vegas. Mace takes the lead, but Dom Capps with a crossover. These two drivers not wanting to give an inch, but Mace drives it in around the outside, and he holds the lead. A win gives you a bit of bonus points. Right now, Nick Mace would have 46 points this race. Dom Capps would only have 41. So that is 5 extra points for winning a race. And so I can see Mace and Capps later on in this race really going at it for this win, because that's so much more points towards the championship. Jesse Turner's on a mission, running the best laps of his entire race weekend. He has pulled about a straightaway on Jordan Davis, who is currently like 1 lap down. Then you have DJ Curtis, who was with Turner, in the top 5. But they are a ways behind Jesse Turner, and Turner is fighting with his life. He's about a half a straightaway behind the next car. The leader's heading through lap traffic. Dom Capps has not been able to get through these lap cars as well as others. And here comes Bassinger trying to make an opportunity of this. The Bassinger underneath of Capps. This is for the 2nd position. Bassinger gets 2nd from Dom Capps, and Jeffrey Lynn trying to move up into 3rd. And he will. Nick Mace further up in the 48, pulling away. Jeffrey Lynn now making a run at Jake Bassinger. Jeffrey Lynn looking to get a victory for Allen Family Racing Team. Allen Family Racing Team have only won at 1 race this entire year, being Springfield with Lynn on the dirt. And Lynn's looking to get them a win out on the pavement. Side by side with Bassinger, who ironically gave him a run for his money at Springfield. They're side by side for 2nd. Lynn gets it though. I want to give a call to Dylan Young in the 88 Ford. Having a good solid run, looking to get his 5th top 10 of this season. Young has not had a top 5 finish this entire year. And he's looking to get his a 5th top 10. He's never had a top 5 of this year, but he's got a chance to do so. He's sitting there in 8th. Griffinson 7th. 6th is Stephen Jenkins. He's racing Matthew Rodriguez for the 5th spot. Up ahead of him, we've noted that Dom Capps is back to 4th. Lynn has just lost 2nd to Jake Bassinger. Bassinger's moved his way back into 2nd. So, the Georgia natives of Bassinger Lynn still racing really hard for that position. Give it to Bassinger, however. Looking further back, Young, like we said, in 8th. PJ Williams, another good run for Athenian Motorsports, sitting there in 9th. And back in 10th, Charles Sanford has fell down some positions. Carson Scott's there in 11th. Rookie of the race right now is John Art in 12th. 13th, Cody Lamas. And then further back in 14th, Jesse Turner trying to reel them all in. Another engine failure for Zachary Fitzwater. He gets into Dom Capps. Dom Capps is around on the front straightaway. Capps is involved in the wreck here on lap 99. And this is what a shame. What a shame for Dom Capps. This is something Capps did not want to see. He had a chance to gain a bit of points on Jesse Turner, but not now. Looking at it again, Fitzwater tried to get the inside. So, I don't know. He didn't really make a hard left, but he kind of, I don't know. Capps was trying to use that line, and they just came together. I'm not sure Dom Capps really knew where Fitzwater was going. I can't really tell. Their lines look very, very similar. None of them really made a very evasive move. And Capps is involved in this one. This caution flag helps the guy that was just pitting right behind him, Jesse Turner. He's back on the lead lap, but he looks like he's got damage as well. And coming up to the rest of the field under a caution flag, Jesse Turner rear ends Nick Pericles. So that's going to hurt the aerodynamics for the 17 car. Coming back around, Dom Capps, nearly the same thing Hayden Klein did, spins out here after the caution flag. We're hearing there was a big incident down in turn 1. There it is. Jordan Davis just piles into Dom Capps. And the leader of Nick Mace does an evasive action to try and miss it, but he did not. Mace slams into Jordan Davis. Oh no, and Nick Mace is out of the running. The 2nd and 3rd in the championship is out in one single caution flag. Here it is. Nick Mace took the yellow, and he saw there was a wreck where Dom Capps was, tried to miss it. Jordan Davis was sitting there when he came back up the apron. And Nick Mace, his chances of a 5th win here at Las Vegas is over, and any shot at gaining ground to win a 2nd championship today is gone. Man, I've seen Nick Mace like this before. Mace looked unstoppable. And here he is, he sees Capps there, goes the inside, slides up, and by the time he slides back up, there's Jordan Davis. And out of the race is the Season 14 champion of Nick Mace. Well, as we come back to the restart, that whole caution flag shook everything up. One blown engine, a lot of things are shaking up now. Curtis is not the leader. He is on the tail end of the lead lap. Your leader is Jeffrey Lynn in the 44 Dodge. Looking further back for him. There he is. And the 2nd place is Matthew Rodriguez. Jake Bassinger's there as well. Stephen Jenkins, Ryan Griffin. So, with less than 30 laps to go, Allen Family Racing Team has the 44 Dodge in the lead right now with Jeffrey Lynn, possibly trying to get his last Sony Cup Series win as he's stepping down, retiring at the end of the season. Rodriguez sitting there in 2nd, Bassinger in 3rd. Both of them have 3 wins this season. They're looking for their 4th win here at Las Vegas. Lynn up the middle. What a move by Jeffrey Lynn to try and make up some positions. Rodriguez bouncing off DeLeo a little bit there, trying to not lose some positions. And Rodriguez really loose. Bassinger on the outside of him. They're still they were just 3 wide, not anymore. 3 wide further behind them. But man, they're racing really hard. Griffin back there in 4th. 5th is Dylan Young. First time in the top 5, but Sanford trying to take it away from him. 6th is 6 was Charles Sanford. 7th, Stephen Jenkins. 8th is Carson Scott. 9th, John Art. On the outside of him, PJ Williams is a 10th. And 11th is Cody Lamas. Jesse Turner with the damaged car. 12th, having a fantastic solid run considering everything that's happened to him. And he's got a shot to really stretch his point lead right now. But up front, Jeffrey Lynn leads at Las Vegas. Bassinger is creeping back up in the picture on Jeffrey Lynn. Bassinger's on the inside, getting close. But the lap car in front of Bassinger holding him up. And Lynn shooting up the middle, refusing to lose as Jeffrey Lynn squeezes up the middle and clears the lap cars. Battle for 4th position unfolding. PJ Williams underneath of Ryan Griffin. Williams yet again another great race weekend for him. Great drive by the 31 team as they go by Ryan Griffin. Dylan Young, who had a top 5 run going, he slides backwards with Scott Roush in his way. He's going to lose a bunch of positions, and he's out of the top 10 just like that. Coming up on 10 laps to go, Jake Bassinger is reeling Jeffrey Lynn back in. The Georgia natives are going to go at it yet again. This is not the first time these two have fought it out for a race win. Jeffrey Lynn came out victorious in a battle between these two on the dirt. Bassinger is looking to show him how to get it done on the pavement. But right now, Lynn is pacing him. And as we come to the line, it's 10 laps to go right now. And Lynn gonna try and get around some lap cars, but Bassinger has looked like he's been the quicker driver. And here he is, reeling him in here. Oh boy, this is gonna be good right down to the bitter end. Another great race weekend for John Art. Sitting here in the 9th position, looking like he's gonna get his first top 10 finish in his entire Cup Series career. Art has had a fantastic last couple of weeks, subbing in for Chris Dodd. He sits in 9th and in a good position to close it out. As we come back to the line, where is the pass gonna come from Jake Bassinger? He is all over the back bumper. 5 laps to go. Bassinger looking high. Can't make a move there. Tucks back in line behind the 44. Finn Guy, Pasco. Lap cars running side by side in front of Lynn. How's this gonna play? Remember, back in 2016 in the spring race, Jeffrey Lynn lost to Sean Perkins because of lap cars on the final lap. And Lynn came very close in 2016 in the fall from winning here. In his final Las Vegas race, Lynn is looking for redemption here at Las Vegas. He's underneath of Levi Pasco, the lap car. and that gives him a little bit of some room between him and Basinger. Lynn sideways off the corner just a little bit. That's allowing Jake Basinger to be on his back bumper. 3 wide in the corner. Basinger down the inside. Basinger to the inside of Jeffrey Lynn. What a move by Jake Basinger to get to the inside of Jeffrey Lynn. Lynn trying to fight back on the high side, but Basinger takes it. Jake Basinger takes the race lead with 3 laps to go. Look at this move right here. Basinger just dive bombs the corner. Took Lynn by surprise. And to his surprise, Lynn got sideways in the middle of the 3 wide. And he loses ground, and Basinger takes the lead of this race. Lynn's not giving up without a fight. 2 laps to go. Lynn's looking back to the inside. Basinger kind of overdrove it, thinking Lynn was going to overdrive it as well. But Basinger came off of that corner, the best one out. A lap and a half to go. Rodriguez a little bit further behind, not going to be a challenge for this win. Lynn needs a good turn 3 and 4. And the final lap is out. White flag is in the air. Jake Basinger lapping Jordan Fisher. Here comes Jeffrey Lynn. A really good 1 and 2. He sailed it off in there, but can he get the run off? Jordan Fisher gonna kind of windle him a little bit. And Lynn's not going to be able to do it. He won't be able to. Lap cars again hinder Jeffrey Lynn in a win at Las Vegas. Basinger is going to get his 4th win of this year. Basinger wins at Las Vegas. What a drive by Jake Basinger. Basinger really didn't have the best car today, but he overcame it all at the end. Basinger kind of outsmarted Lynn. I think it took Lynn by surprise, that pass in turn 3. I don't think Lynn was expecting Basinger to make the move there. And Basinger took it, and he got the win. For his 4th win this season, congratulations to Jake Basinger on a win here at Las Vegas. Let's get you to our finishing results and standings after round 26.